Got a good man. I'm glad this plane went to the right place.
Thanks to Junk Car Willie and his site, he paired me up with Jim here, who's a dealer like me, and made a lifelong deal of mine come true. The pinnacle of my dealing of owning an airplane. So I can honestly say I've dealt in everything from goats to airplanes. And I want to thank Junkyard Willie again and his site. And don't forget, he can help. He's a good, helpful person.
He's a good guy right now. You know, he might got a little aggravated with me because I didn't know who he was at first. And I was like, oh, he watches my content and stuff, because some people get me to find the buyer, not somebody to look. And you know, but he was serious. You know, he's like, my trailer's ready, the cash is ready, and where I've been busy, I didn't get to him. He's a real serious guy. I met his son. This tells about his son right now. He just retired from the Air Force after 20 years. That kind of tells you what kind of man he is. And like he was saying, his son didn't really into this stuff, but he's like, son, if you just help me get this one thing, it's lifelong dream. So I just wanted to, you know, that little story, this makes me happy. You know, finding something that made Jim happy. Then Jim helps me, then you're happy. Everybody's happy. We're all honest about what's going on. We're not like some deal where you're sliding somebody, you know, we're all honest about everything. It's out in the front. And this is just a good guy. You know, I'll say this one more time. Marketplace, you know, with all the scams the last 3 years, I wish they, you know, I about chased away a good seller here, didn't I? There's so many fake accounts.
Well, we made our happen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nah, I wouldn't have chased them away. I'm kidding. There it goes. They got loaded up. I've got where we unloaded there. It's pretty cool. His last flew 4 years ago in Charleston, West Virginia. He had it running a couple years ago, driving up down through here. It's really cool. 56 Cub. What's really valuable about it, I didn't realize after, it's got a plain parachute in it. You know, they didn't have it then. Price of plain parachute. So it's going to a good home. He's got plans for it. Like he said, he always wanted to own one. They're going to set it up. They're going to display it. So they're going about an hour away, and so I bet you there'll be a lot of pictures, people driving by you with their old phone, putting pictures out, you know it, Paul?
I think so.
Don't you? Because, you know, hey, I tell you what, if even for the channel, I would have threw out my phone and took a picture of this if I was driving by. You don't see something, and you know it's old by looking at it. And I mean, would you want to talk about you know, so it's almost 70 years old. It's 68 years old. The condition of it. Was you surprised how good
I'm surprised. I'm very satisfied with what I've bought here today.
Now part 2, you're going to tell me. Now part 4 or 5 down the road, why don't you get really wild, put the skis on, get your fly lesson. It's an Alaskan airplane. You do a video of you in Alaska. You and Paul. We'll have to scoot Paul, put Paul out on the wings, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
I won't put you
Okay,
on
Bill,
camera.
let's roll for these. Right. I got to get home.
Okay, be safe. Thank you, guys.
Hey, so glad to meet you, Jim.
Okay, yeah, nice meeting you, and you gotta take care.
Okay.
Good people right here. Good people. Good people. As always, guys, it'd be a boring world if we was all alone. All alone. Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? If we was all the same. There it goes. Goodbye, it's flying.